Welcome back to This Day in Irish History. I'm your host, Raymond Welsh. Before we dive into today's story, if you'd like to explore other significant events that happened on this day in Irish history, visit thisdayirishhistory.com. The link is in the episode description. Now, let's journey back to March 8th, 1594, when an English expedition set out from Galway to hunt down the formidable pirate queen, Gran Maul, or Grace O'Malley. By the late 16th century, Grace O'Malley had become one of the most feared and respected figures in Irish history. A chieftain of the O'Malley clan and a skilled mariner, she commanded a fleet that ruled the waters off the west coast of Ireland. Known for her defiance of English rule, she resisted English encroachment on her lands and earned a reputation as a pirate and rebel in the eyes of the crown. Her raids on merchant ships and fortifications disrupted English control, making her a prime target for elimination. In 1594, tensions between the English authorities and O'Malley reached a boiling point. The Crown, frustrated by her continued defiance, dispatched an armed expedition from Galway to capture or kill her. The mission was a direct response to her refusal to submit to English rule and to her strategic alliance with other Gaelic lords resisting the English conquest of Ireland. The English believed that removing O'Malley would weaken the resistance along the western seaboard, ensuring greater control over the region. However, Grace O'Malley was no easy target. Having spent her life navigating the treacherous waters of the Atlantic, she was well versed in evasive tactics and the art of survival. She managed to evade the English force, using her network of coastal strongholds, hidden inlets, and the loyalty of her followers to outmaneuver her pursuers. The expedition, though determined, ultimately failed in its mission, and O'Malley continued her resistance. What makes Grace O'Malley's story even more remarkable is what happened a few years later. In 1593, a year before this failed expedition, she had taken a bold step that few Irish chieftains dared. She travelled to England and directly negotiated with Queen Elizabeth I. During their famous meeting at Greenwich Palace, O'Malley presented herself as an equal, speaking in Latin and making her case for the release of her captured son and brother. She argued that her grievances stemmed from English mismanagement in Ireland rather than from personal disloyalty. Elizabeth, impressed by O'Malley's audacity and intelligence, granted her requests and even allowed her to continue operating her fleet. Despite this moment of diplomacy, the English authorities in Ireland did not ease their pressure on O'Malley. The 1594 expedition was part of their ongoing effort to suppress her influence and establish English dominance. Yet, Grace O'Malley remained a force to be reckoned with until her death, believed to have occurred around 1603, the same year as Queen Elizabeth I. Grace O'Malley's legacy endures as a symbol of resistance, independence, and fierce leadership. Her ability to command both loyalty and fear, to navigate political and military threats, and to negotiate with one of the most powerful monarchs in history sets her apart as one of Ireland's greatest figures. The failed expedition of March 8th, 1594, was just another chapter in the extraordinary life of the pirate queen who refused to bow to foreign rule. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Ireland's rich past. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, I'm Raymond Welsh. Slán go fóill.